What is up, you beautiful people out there on the internet? It is I, Michael Shockman, here with our next episode in our Season 2 of D&D 5e Simplified, where we will be covering the half-orcs of the world of D&D. Really quick before we dive into things, please do me a really quick favor and do two really quick things for me. First, please be sure to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. Helps out immensely with the algorithm here on YouTube, so thank you so much. Secondly, please be sure to tell me what kind of half-orc are you? Are you a Fjord Stone from Critical Role? Are you an Azog the Defiler? Are you what? Just tell me what kind you are. Do you prefer to play more of the evil or edgy kind of half-orc, or are you more of one of the more civilized ones like Lord Esteros or something like that? Leave me a comment down below. Anyway, folks, let's dive into the one really quick video on half-orcs that we're going to be doing, and here we go. So half-orcs, they're just that, they're half-orcs. They're the thing about orcs in D&D, depending on which version of the lore of their origin you wanna believe and you wanna subscribe to, they can pretty much breed with anybody. They can breed with dwarves, they can breed with demons, they can breed with humans, they can breed with elves. So it really leaves it up to roleplay and the work with you working with your DM to kind of figure out, yeah, orc is one of your parentages, but what's the other one, you know? So it kind of leaves it open for a little bit of interpretation there. However, all orcs, all half-orcs that is, get the following mechanics. They each get the ability a strength score increased by 2, and their constitution score increased by 1. So that's, again, strength score is increased by 2, and their constitution score is increased by 1. For age, half-orcs mature a little faster than humans, reaching adulthood at around age 14. They age noticeably faster and generally live only to about 75 years, which is not great, but not horrible, especially by modern-day standards. Their size, half-orcs are somewhat larger and bulkier than humans, and they range from 5 feet tall to well over 6 feet tall. Their size is medium. Their base walking speed is 30 feet. They get dark vision, which, as we all know, you can see in grayscale up to a certain. You can see in grayscale in dim light up to 120 feet as if it was bright light, and in darkness as if it was dim light. Same basic thing. So yeah. So it's 60 feet in dim light as if it was bright light, and in darkness up to 60 feet further than that as if it were dim light. So I'm not going to go too much into that because we've gone over that a bunch. They get something called menacing. Ow, I don't like biting my tongue. They get something called menacing, which allows them to gain the proficiency in the intimidation skill. They also get reckless endurance when they are reduced to 0 hit points, but not killed outright. They can instead choose to drop to 1 hit point. They can't use this feature again until they finish a long rest. Then they get savage attacks when they choose, or when they score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack. They can roll an extra one of the weapon's damage dice, or roll the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add the extra damage to the critical hit, which is kind of cool. That may take a different form. You may just roll an additional damage die, depending on how it is. It's up to your DM and you. And last but not least, they get languages. They can speak, read, and write Common and Orcish. Orc is a harsh, grating language with hard consonants. It has no script of its own, but it is written in the Dwarven script, which is quite interesting. That about covers it for the half-orc, because there really aren't any built-in sub-races. They all kind of are the same. Even though regular orcs have many different sub-races, the half-orcs generally don't. At least not in the PHB. What I will say about half-orcs is that as the PHB is written, they are one of the best races to be able to play if you want to play a barbarian, if you want to play a fighter, if you want to play a monk especially. But honestly, if you want to play a paladin, they're great. Like there's nothing quite in my mind quite like the image of a half orc paladin of Pelor who goes in strunking everybody with either a great sword or a giant bastard sword and a shield, who just kind of tanks his way through everything and smites everybody in his path. Um, Very, very cool stuff. Would highly recommend it. And it really does subvert expectations, to be perfectly honest, in a good way. Anyway, guys, that's about going to cover it for today's episode on the Half Orc. Please be sure to do me a really quick favor before we sign off. Please be sure, if you haven't already, to follow the links down in the description. You know what they do, you know where they go, you know what to do. I'm Michael Shockman, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host and commentator. And until next time, remember as always, keep it real, keep it safe, keep it healthy, and we'll see you guys again soon in the Institute. Bye bye, guys.